Just kind of looking back, man, let's rewind, and I want to address the conversation you had with DVH, the entire team, right when the season was cut short. Take me back through that conversation and what that was like for you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was pretty emotional. Grinding with these guys through the off season and through the fall, and then to have our season cut short like that's pretty heartbreaking, especially with the team we had. But yeah, coach basically just told us that there's nothing we can do about it. There's a bigger fish to fry right now, and so we all kind of went our separate ways after that. It was really just abrupt, and then like the next day, it was like the guys you see every day, you're not with anymore. So it was pretty wild.
Are you back in Texas right now?
I'm actually here in Fayetteville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are you living with?
I'm living with Ramage, or I was living with Ramage, Opitz, and one of my really good buddies, Brady Disher. But
Okay.
Opitz and Brady they're back at home, so it's just me and Ramage here.
Gotcha. Summer ball, that's the thing. We don't really know what's going on in terms of schedules and in-person activities, but did you have some type of schedule in mind prior to everything being shut down that, this is where you're going to go during the summer? Did you have any plans like that?
Yeah, I was planning on going to the Cape Cod League, so I think our report date was around like June 13th, something like that, and still is actually. It's still kind of, I mean, subject to change, I would assume, depending on how everything goes with COVID-19 and all that. But right now, we're still ready to play, and I'm excited to get my reps in and be ready for next year.
Yeah, speaking of that, man, you were definitely ready to play this past season. And when you talk about your defense, you didn't commit an error this past season. How much pride do you take in that, given that probably I would assume your approach is I'm going to do whatever I can to not let coach take me off the field. And in that regard, you started every game and you can serve that utility role as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I take a lot of pride in my defense, especially because it's a team game, and when you can field your position and do your part there, it really helps the team out. And all in all, I'll do whatever I can to help the team win. And if that means I try to play the best I can every day. I give my all, give 100%, and I look for that from my teammates as well. And I know they look for that from me. So I owe it to them and to the coaches to do everything I can to help the team win.
I'm missing baseball so much, and I know that's the case for you as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of want to relive some moments from this past season. One in particular, the Oklahoma game. You hit a home run. Take me back through that at-bat and what that was like.
Yeah, it was awesome. Robert had just hit a bomb himself, and it was a bomb to right field, and to tie it, I believe. And I was just looking to get on base and to keep the rally going. And I believe I worked the count to 3-2, and I saw off-speed pitch and just got out in front of it and was able to clear the left field wall. So it was awesome. I mean, my teammates were super ecstatic, as was I, and it was just kind of like a glimpse of what the future could have held with this team, because we were always pulling for each other, and it was so obvious on the field and in the dugout and in the locker room. And that group of guys, it's just like we'll never know what we had, and that's tough pill to swallow. But in terms of that day, and it was awesome.
Yeah, you made the all-tournament team there in the Shriners College Classic. When you kind of look back and focus on that series, I think you had 4 hits in the series. What was that like for you? Obviously, knowing you had a nice individual performance. The team didn't have the results it wanted, but individually, a nice way to go to Minute Maid Park for you and produce.
Yeah, absolutely. It was awesome atmosphere. The Hog fans showed out, which was incredible to see, and playing really good competition at such an awesome and first class ballpark was really cool. But yeah, just it was nice to get on the road for the first time, our first and only time of the season, and but it was really fun being back in my home state and having family out there, and it was all around great experience.
Yeah, I was just thinking about where you hit in the order, and even going back to 2019, you had several moments where with 2 strikes, you were clutch. And I thought it was really admirable what you did and a lot of big moments. I know you'd like to have some moments back where you weren't able to produce the way you wanted, but you had a lot of big moments, and they were in moments where it was maybe a one-run situation. You guys needed to tie, or maybe it was the game's tied and you put the Hogs up by one. And uh, again, how much do you kind of look at that and say, look, I got to do my part because you know that this is an order 1 through 9 that really can produce big numbers, and that's really what Arkansas is known for, particularly here the last couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for the last several years, the 1 through 9 has been a solid order. But I think for me, just doing my job, not trying to do too much, is kind of my approach. Um, whether it be to lay down a sack bunt or whatever I have to do in order to, again, help the team get in position to win. Um, and a lot of the time, just not trying to do too much and just trying to be simple, sweet and simple, and things work out. With 2 strikes, you try and battle you battle as hard as you can, and things work out. And whenever you have that competitive nature, things are always working for the better for you.
What are you looking at in terms of the draft? Because there's all this stuff that's out there about we don't know how many rounds it's going to be, and I know you're eligible right now, but that's something I'm sure that you aspire to do someday is play pro baseball. But do you have any type of long-term plan right now? I guess it's kind of hard to do that knowing everything is shut down, as I mentioned.
Right. Yeah. I mean, kind of just day to day. I obviously every college baseball player has aspirations to play at the next level and whatnot. But for me right now, just getting to the point or staying in shape and keeping my mind set on what this program has in front of it. I mean, we still have a lot that we want to accomplish, and I'm looking forward to being a part of it. Um, but we'll see what the future holds. Like I said, just living day to day and trying to do what I can to stay in shape.
Yeah, tell me about staying in shape. What are you doing right now? I mean, how much can you do? And I think I'm sure it's a conversation you have a lot with Ramage, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I actually went home for a couple weeks to see my family, and my mom was like, "We don't have any weights or anything like that at my house. Everything's shut down." So she told me to go to Home Depot and pick up 50-pound sandbags. And so I brought those back, put them in little buckets, and was trying my best to stay in shape there like that. But now that I'm back here, Ramage and I kind of have a facility that we go to. It's kind of keep it to less than 6 people and whatnot. But we're doing our best to do what we can with what we got.
All right, man. Some quick ones for you here. Favorite baseball player?
Casey Opitz.
Okay, that's a good one. What about in the major leagues?
Geez, I don't even. Elvis Andrews, shortstop for the Rangers.
Ooh, that's a good one. Favorite show? You got anything on Netflix? What's going
on? Tiger King.
Yeah, that's pretty popular. Final one. Favorite walk-up song?
Let's see. Either Boombastic or Get Your Numbers Up.
All right, man. I got to expand our music library. I don't know what kind of restrictions we have, but I'd love to play those.
Casey Opitz walk-up song or Heston Kjerstad's walk-up song?
I love it. Good stuff. Appreciate you, Jacob. Thanks for taking time, and all the best to you, man. Always a fan favorite, and thanks for joining us here. We'll see you, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yep.